Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for January 15th, 2026. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, starting in this box, we have 3 and 8. Yeah, so this 3 looks down, this 3 looks in, and this 3 looks in. I didn't see it earlier. That places a 3 there. Now these two 3s look up, putting a 3 in one of these 3. Horizontally, I'm not really seeing anything. The 8, we do have two 8s there. It puts an 8 in one of these two. Looking down, yes, we have a crossing here on this 2, 6. So 8's not in any of these cells. Oops, none of these cells. Puts an 8 in one of these two. That's going to point down along with this 8, putting an 8 in one of these two. All right, so it's 3 and 8. We also have this 1, 5, 8 here. Okay, so my initial thought was, hey, look, it's 3 givens here, 3 givens here. That's the potential for the standard New York Times trick to find a hidden triple, right? Because these 3 digits might not be placed yet in this column, and if so, they could only go here. However, I noticed that the 5 repeats, and I went, okay, well, let's look at 1, 8 anyway. And this happens really quick in your head once you're used to it. So 1, 8 can't go here, here, or here. It's not placed yet. And I noticed that this cell here sees both a 1 and an 8. So there are only 2 places in this column that can be 1, 8. So those 2 places must be 1, 8. That's a hidden pair. Now we can look at the rest of the column to see what's going on with that. We need a 2, 3, 4, 7. So this is 3, 4, 7. This is 2, 4, 7. And this is 2, 3, 4 because it's not 7. So that means the 7 is up here somewhere. 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay. So these are no longer from that 2, 3, 4, 7. They weren't going to be 7 anyway. So they're not from 2, 3, 4. This is just not 4 now. But that actually does something. This 4 looks in. These all aren't 4. So 4 is in one of these 2. That points in here with this 4. Putting a 4 in one of these 3. So what we learned is that these 2 aren't 4, which is new information. Other than that, this also can't be 2, 3, or 4 now. Is there anything I can do with that? Not that I can see. All right, this box is just 4 digits. I just want to take a look. We need a 1, 4, 6, 8. 1, 4, 6, 8. So this is not 4. So this is 1, 6, 8. This isn't 1 or 8. So this is 4, 6. I think this can be any of them. All right. Coming back up to here, that was the 1, 5, and 8 geometrically. Is there any buddies? Yeah, we do have 2 5s here. 5 looks in, putting a 5 in one of these 2. The 8, no. Oh, we do have these 8, so I got that already. The 1, no. All right. I think that's it for that. We have the 2, 9 here. I'm seeing a bunch of 9s looking into here, so it puts a 9 in one of these 2. All right, 5, 8, or 2, 9. All right, next band. 1, 2, and 6. So the 1 doesn't seem to... No, it doesn't seem to do anything. Wasn't there something else? Yeah. I thought there was something else in these 3, but maybe I'm thinking about... Maybe I'm remembering wrong. Maybe we already looked at this one. Basically what I'm seeing is that the 1 and the 8 are going to end up in somewhere in these 3 cells. The 8's not here, but it's still true that the 1 and 8 are going to end up in these 3 cells. So if we could limit 1 more digit to these 3, then we'd have a hidden triple. That does mean that these are going to be quite restricted, though, just on their own. So they're not 1. They could be 2. They're not 3, 4, 5. They could be 6, 7, and then they're not 8, 9. This is only 2, 6, because it can't be 7. In fact, the 7's in one of these 2. That points in here with this 7. Putting 7 down here. In fact, this whole row is 1, 6, 7, 8. This can't be 8, so this is 1, 6, 7. All right. This cell's not 7 or 8, so it's from 1 to not 3, 4, 5. It could be 6. It's not 7, 8, 9. All right. 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 6. I mean, 1, 2, 6, and 2, 6. All right. Oh, it's back up to here. 1, 2, 6. Something I'm noticing is that this cell can't be 1 or 2. So we are restricted in where 1 and 2 can go in this column. Unfortunately, it's 3 places. But does that mean this cell's limited? It doesn't have to be. It sees 1, 2, 3, 4. It sees 5 digits. Oh, and the 3. That's enough. So it's not 1, 2, 3. It could be 4. It's not 5. It could be 6, 7. It's not 8, 9. All right. Anyway, I think that's all we get out of this 1, 2, 6. What about this 5 and this 5? Excuse me. So 5 and 1 of these two. And then the 9. I wish I had a 9 over here. All right. Let's move on to this 6 and 7 here. We got the 7s. 6. Nope. 6 is in 2 places. All right, we have this 5, 8. Nothing. All right, I think that's it for this band. Final band. Let's just make sure we didn't miss any buddies. 3, 4, 5, 9. I got them all. 3s. Okay. So clearly we're not done yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to be a bit systematic here. So we're going to go row by row, and I'm looking for a couple things. One is, are there any pairs or triples that I didn't notice? I don't think we're going to have that today. Or are there any cells that look like they're worth marking for whatever reason? Like, especially if the row is restricted and how many digits are left. So I don't think anything's going on with this top row. This next row is down to 5 digits. So I'm going to think about what those 5 digits are. We need a 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. These aren't 2. That's not 2. That's really all I get. I don't think there's anything really interesting going on with that. All right. This row's got nothing going on. This row, not really. No. 1, 2, yeah. This row, no. I don't think we're going to get much out of the rows. No, no. And then this was 1, 6, 7, 8, which we marked what we could. All right. We're going to look at columns next. Same thing. This column is down to 2, 5, 6, 7, 9. These can't be 2 or 6, right? So these are 5, 7, 9, and that's not even a 5. 2, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay, I don't think I can do anything with those yet. This column, no. This column, no. This column, maybe. We need a 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. This can't be 5, 6. This is 3, 4, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. None of these are 6. So 3, 4, 5, 9. This can't be 5. All right. This column, 2, 3, 4, 7. Yeah, this was where I found the 1, 8 pair, which still hasn't really done much for me. All right, this column's empty. This column, this column. All right. So there isn't any like obvious thing to do with the rows and columns from what I've seen. I'm going to go box by box. We're going to check a few things. The big things are, if I have corner marks, did I respect them in my penciling? Sometimes I'll just extra pencil a digit that I already have corner marks telling me about, like pointing or claiming. And then the next thing is, are there any cells that look restricted? And generally I'm going to base that on no corner marks in it or very few corner marks in it can lead us to restricted cells. So there's really nothing going on here. Here we just have the 7s corner marked over here. So these aren't 1, 5, 7, 8. I don't think that's enough. You only get the 2 and the 3 extra. Just the 2, 9 here, the 8s. All right. For here we have the 3 and the 8. Maybe this cell's limited because it's not 3, 8. So it's not 1, 2, 3. It could be 4, 5, 6. Not 6, sorry. Not 7, not 8. Could be 9. So it's down to 4, 5, 9. This can't be 5 or 9. So we know the 5 and the 9 are over here. So if they're not 1, 2, 6, 5, 9, they could be limited. They're down to 3, 4, 7, 8. 3, 4, 7, 8. So since this isn't 8 or 7, this is only 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 3, 4, 7, 8. These are both 3, 4, 7, 8. All right, what am I doing with this 3, 4? There's a 2, 3, 4 here. So if you ever have the question, hey, I wonder if I have a naked triple. What if there's just one more cell that's down to just 2, 3, 4? I don't think we have that today, in this row at least. But the way you would check is you look at the givens we have and you look at the 2, 3, 4, and you think, what are the other digits? And you can even know ahead of time how many you're looking for, because they're other than the cells I've highlighted, there's 4 empty cells. One of them would have the other 2, 3, 4. And so there's 3 digits remaining. Those 3 digits are going to be the 5, 6, and 9. So what we're looking for is if any of these cells cannot be all of 5, 6, 9. This can't be 6. These both can't be 5, but that is not good enough. All right, so no, we do not have a 2, 3, 4 triple is the answer there. This box, we have the 5s corner marked. There's definitely something sneaky here that I haven't seen. Nothing going on in this box yet. All right, this box, we have the 7s and the 8s. I do remember that these aren't 7. Okay, so what can these two be? Let's skip ahead a little bit. I'll just write it out and I'll erase it if it's too much. So we need a 1. We need a 2. We have 3, 4. We need a 5. No, we can't have 5, sorry. We need a 6. Can't be 7. Can't be 9. So then 8. This can't be 2 or 8, so it's down to 1, 6. This is 1, 2, 6, 8, unfortunately. This is down to 1, 6. So one question I might ask is, do we have a 1, 6, 7 triple? Probably not, but let's take a look. So other than these, we're going to have 3 digits. They are the 3, 4, and 5. So if there's any cell here that can't be all of 3, 4, 5, then we're gold. Not that one. These can't be 5, but that's it. No, this can be anything. All right. Anything else of note? These are 1, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. I still have not found like the crux of this puzzle. In fact, I've placed 1 digit after 12 minutes. So let's see. A little bit of a toughie today. There's probably a restricted cell somewhere that I haven't noted. Now, it's going to have to be in a row or column with more than 5 empty cells. So I'm going to need to find like where the givens really coalesce together. We're getting a lot from the box, the row, and the column. See, I already checked this row, and I would think that would be the best candidate. The problem is this 5, 8. Sorry, the 3, 5 here matches the 3, 5 here. So it doesn't actually help. We don't get anything new from the column that we don't get from the row. And then the box only contributes the 2. Got both 2 and 6 looking up here with the 3, 8. I do wonder if these are limited. So 1 can go here, and neither can be 2, 3. 4 can go either. This can't be 5, so that's the only one for 5. We have 6. We need a 7. They can't be 8. And then this one can be 9, but not that one. So I found 1 restricted cell, 1, 4, 7. Doesn't really match up with anything, though. So does that mean I did not properly check this row? Let's check it again. We need 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, this sees 2 and 6. These both see 2. So 1, 4, 6, 7. Nothing. All right, that's it for that row. Where else could we be hiding? Okay, is there any geometry I might have missed? Maybe down here. So we already have 3 and 5 in this row, but we do need 2 and 7. So that's not 2, 7. This can't be 2, but it could be 7. So is there anything else we can limit to these 3 cells? I'm trying to get 2, 7 placed, but yeah, all I'd have to do is eliminate 2 from here, and this would be a 2, 7 hidden pair, which would be pretty good. But place the 8. Yeah, that would be great, but I don't even know if that's true, because this could be the 2. So anyway, anything going on with 2s that might help? So we know 2's in one of these 3. Yeah, I mean, it's not a triple, though. maybe this cell. So yeah, this whole box needs 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. So this is 1, not 2, not 6, not 7, 8. So okay, I found it. It's this 1, 8 pair. I missed this box and just thinking about the 5 left. All right, so this 1, 8 pair affects the row. It removes 1 and 8 from the rest of the row. So that's not a 1. This is a 2, 6 pair, placing a 7 here. That gives us the 9 and the 5. Okay, good. This is cascading. That's a 4. That's a 3. All right, let's clear this up a little bit. This is now just a 1, 8 pair for the box. So that's not 1, it's not 4. So that's a 7. All right, that's not 9. That places the 5 and the 2 here. This, oh, up here we get the 4. All right. What was I going to do? 1, 8 pair. This is down to 3, 7. Oopsie. I don't remember what I was going to do. I got distracted. All right, this is a pair. Besides the 8, what else is there? The 7? 7, 8 pair? Okay. Oh, this, I was going to do this pair. We need a 6, 9. Nice. All right. Where's low-hanging fruit? This is 2, 6. This is a 1, 8 pair, so this is a pair. We need 5 and 9, it looks like. So 5, 9. So what are these? 1, 2, 4, 6. So the 1's one of these two. This row is down to 1, 2, 6. This is 1, 2, 6. These can't be 2. Ah, so the 2 in the row goes here. That places the 1 in the box, gives us 6 and 4. And this is a 1, 6 pair. Wow, that's all we really needed was this 1, 8 right here. Finding the 1, 8 pair in this row. All right, this is a triple now. Besides the 4 and the 9, we need 8, it looks like. 4, 8, 9. This can't be 8 or 9, so this is our 4. 8, 9. Oh, no, I did something wrong. It's not 4, 8, 9 because the 1, 8 pair is there. Sorry about that. 4 and 9 and what's it? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 5, it looks like. Okay, this time for real, it's the 5. All right, that wasn't a bad mistake. Okay, so this is a 4, 5, 9 triple. Something I noticed is that these 6s line up, the 1, 6 pair and 6, 9 pair. So what we want to do is look for 6 in this column, and you'll see that it's only in one of these two. For what it's worth, remove 6 from these cells. So these can't be 6. So these are down to 1, 7, 8. There must be some easy low-hanging fruit here. How about this column? We need a 3, 4, 6, 9. This is 3, 4, 9. This is 3, 4, 9. It's not a 4. So where's 6 in this column? It's not here, and it's not in these two. So the 6 goes here in the column. That places the 4 as the box. Gives us the 1 here and the 6. All right. Very nice. Over here we get the 8 and the 1 and the 8 and the 1, and that's 1. All right. This digit finishes the row with a 2. That places 2 in this box. Only place for it now. These 2's looking in. How are we doing on 2's? I think we can place the last 2. Yeah, it's right there. All right. What's next? Maybe this column. We need a 3, 4, 5, 7. No, yeah, 3, 4, 5, 7. These aren't 5, so these are 3, 4, 7. Really? Okay. This whole box is 1, 3, 4, 7. So the 1 can't go in any of these. So the 1 goes there. Because it's the 6 and the 1 and the 9 and the 6. 4, 5. So that's our 9. It's the cleanup is hard because I didn't have that much penciled. We need a 4, 7, 8 here. This can't be the 4 or the 8 because of over there. So that's our 7. That's 3 and 7. That's 9. We get the 5 and 9. All right. Over here we get the 8 and the 7, the 4 and the 8. We're cleaning up. Over here we need something. 9. Nope. I was wrong. Hold on. 6. We need a 6. Over here we need 5. And then this box needs 3. All right. We get the 4 and the 5 here. These aren't 3. This digit is the 3. That's 4 and 7. That's 7 and 4. That's 8 and 7. Over here we need 8 and 9. And we're done. All right. That took some time. I don't think it's possible to really make any progress without finding that 1, 8 pair. But Yeah, interesting. It wasn't obvious that I could mark this up, but I think I should have seen it a little bit earlier just because the box was down to 5. I was doing 5s for rows and columns, but for some reason by the time I got down to this box, I was over it, I guess. All right, cool. Well, let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.